Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and we have Saturday night main event happening this weekend on the first. And I don't know if anybody's pumped for it or not. I feel like this one is at least going to be one of those ones where we're actually going to see something change. I mean, no matter what, we got a vacated title that's going to be won by somebody. So I have a feeling we're going to see something hopefully crazy. I'll talk about that when we get there. But let's just jump into the first match. So we got Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Rusev, a triple threat for the WWE Intercontinental title. I really can't see anything happening here. I think they've been running this little mini feud to obviously show a lot of the different things. I obviously with Dominic being in charge, I think like the whole point of him holding onto the title for a little bit is to kind of maybe also tease that John Cena might be chasing that at some point. I could really see them doing something like that. So if that's the case, you want to keep it on Dom because Dom's such a big heel. Losing it to Cena would be honestly the best person for him to lose it to at the moment. So I don't really see much happening here. I kind of was hoping that we would have like a fatal four way maybe at like Survivor Series that could possibly have these three in there, but they ended up pulling the trigger a little early with this match, so I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case. So Dom wins here. I really can't see anything changing there. Next up, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. Actually, finally happy to see a women's match on these cards. It always feels like they're just kind of an afterthought or just really nothing to do with whatever is going on half the time. So I'm glad to finally actually see the titles defended. This one honestly could go both ways. Like I really could see a world where Jade Cargill wins here because she's turned heel on Tiffany Stratton. But Saturday main event might not be the place to do it unless they're really trying to pump up this being really crazy. So like everybody watches the Cena one, and then the next time it comes up in December, I could see them, doing something crazy here. But I still think my money's on Tiffany Stratton. I mean, she obviously just lost to Stephanie Vercour, and I think they're gonna probably have her just be a little bit, dominant champ. I could see her still making it to WrestleMania, but please, please, if Jade Cargill doesn't win, just let this die. I am so tired of these combination of matches that she's just defended it against the same people throughout this whole entire year. I want some fresh faces. Switch them if you have to. Throw her on Raw and put the other title on SmackDown, and we could actually see some new stuff because man, does this kind of a been a stinker. I could also possibly see Jade Cargill being the one that joins Julia and Kiana James. Like maybe Jade was the client and they make a bit of a super faction. I could really see something like that happening. And then that would cost Tiffany. It really has to be something major that like has ripples to make that a thing. So I guess we'll see. I still think my money's on Tiffany Stratton, but I would not be surprised. Then we have Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. This is another one that really has had a decent build, and honestly, if Drew won here, it wouldn't be super surprising. But I just can't see them doing it here. This just seems kind of pointless to do it on this match of all things. So I think Cody Rhodes wins here. I think Cody and Dom are pretty much your locks in here. So it's it's the only thing you can do sometimes. It's just like certain stuff is gonna happen, and that's that. So we'll go to the CM Punk and Jey Uso match, the main event probably because they've been on all the posters for the vacated World Heavyweight title. Now I'm gonna run through a scenario that I feel like is the most likely thing. Well, not likely, but it would be the best thing to do here, and we'll see how it goes. So I believe, depending on how you want to do the championship, that you would have them wrestle, and at some point have where Jay's up against the ropes, he's about to lose, and you do it one of two things: that he makes a mistake, loses the match, and CM Punk wins it, and Drew and Jay just absolutely just hates it, which will lead to him joining with the Vision to take out CM Punk on the next Raw. Like he goes down there, the saves up into CM Punk, the Vision come down. It looks like they're gonna jump both of them, but just jumps the CM Punk, the champion, and then Jay, instead of helping, decides to go in there after like maybe Jimmy comes down, because they really got to set up this War Games match, and I think that would be really something that they could easily do. But I honestly think the choice here is, if you're going to put it on Jey Uso for whatever reason, this is the way to do it. You have him about to lose, and then the Vision come down, some type of ref interference. The Vision looks like they're going to take out both of them, and they take out CM Punk. When they go to look like they're going to take out Jay, they just help Jay win, and then Jay leaves with them. And when they set it up on the next Raw, and Jimmy's super mad, they take out Jimmy, and Jay just don't care. And then, it sets up like a tag match, could be CM Punk and Jimmy versus, Braun Breaker and Jey Uso. That then leads into, maybe Roman trying to talk to Jay and being like, you can't do this. We're, still family. And then they get mad at Roman. And then it's like division with, Jay, and then Roman, CM Punk, Jimmy Uso. You probably add LA Knight. That's one of your War Games team. And then obviously the heels need one more person, and they add probably Brock Lesnar, unfortunately, but there could be some other people that they could possibly get to that are like heels. But that's the best way of walking into it. I really feel like if you're not going to do anything crazy, it's just an easy CM Punk win, and this is just kind of a pointless feud because CM Punk is the better champion to put the belt on. We've already seen Jay have a championship run. Obviously, CM Punk wanted just to be cashed in on, but I feel like he deserves an actual run with it. And I think it's a better, compelling story where the Vision will go after him and a bunch of other stuff. And CM Punk just automatically has a bunch of rivalries hidden up and history with people, and it's just the perfect person to put on there. So if you're not going to do anything super, super like earth shattering with Jey Uso turning heel and joining the Vision, I really don't want him winning this title because I like Jey, but it's a very boring move to have him win. So tell me what you guys think. If you guys have any ideas of what you think is going to happen. And until next time, this has been Japan. Bye, guys.